sources are telling India Today. More news coming in. Our reporters are getting you latest inputs as they come in. A close aide of that Pakistani terrorist and a UN-designated banned terrorist organization and individual Hafiz Mohammed Saeed. His aide is responsible for the Pahalgam attack, is what sources are telling India Today. Information that we're getting is Saifullah Kasuri, a close aide of Hafiz Mohammed Saeed, the professor of terror at Muridke in Pakistan, is responsible for this terror strike. Sources are saying that the deputy chief of Lashkar-e-Taiba plotted this terror attack because the effort of Pakistan's ISI is to get a spike in terror in Jammu and Kashmir, and especially as tourists come in large numbers. Dr. Tara Kartha, this is what sources are telling India Today. Ifra, you know, how do you react to this when information comes in about lakhs and lakhs of tourists coming to Jammu and Kashmir, and especially to the valley, as valley prepares for the Amarnath Yatra, and suddenly this terror attack? What does this do to people in the valley, Ifra?
You know, if you were to look at, if you are asking me what are the other angles involved here other than the fact that this is a barbaric, inhuman act, if you were to look at other angles, number one, it's very clearly hitting the economy of Jammu and Kashmir. But again, that is not the point, because it's hit the people of Jammu and Kashmir, it's hit our identity. We hang our heads in shame today because honestly, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next generation, my generations will be asked questions. So this is not just an attack on the economy of Jammu and Kashmir. This is also an attack on the character of Jammu and Kashmir. This is also something, this is a blot that people like us will always have to carry, even though we have had nothing to do with it. So again, I'm saying, yes, this is an attack on the economy of Jammu and Kashmir. This is an attack on Indian government as large. This is telling us that we are in a warlike situation. And as I said, no words of condemnation are enough. I don't know what to say. The trail that you constantly been showing, it's actually a trekking trail. And so many of my friends are sending messages saying that they were on this trail just last year. And now, you know, this is not just put fear in the hearts of non-locals or other tourists who are visiting Kashmir, but also locals. And everybody is saying, oh my God, we were going through these trails. What do we do now?
Absolutely.
So there is panic.
How does one ensure, you know, terrorists cannot survive, and especially Pakistani terrorists, unless there are pockets of local support somewhere or the other in Jammu and Kashmir or in any other part of the country or anywhere in the world. Terrorists are like fish in water. If you drain that water, terrorists will die. How does one ensure that there are no, you know, safe pockets or zones for terrorists to move, or they shrink so much that they're unable to move? In your appreciation, Ifra, your perspective on this?
As I said, Gaurav, I have never seen this kind of condemnation against any terror attack in my entire life. Of course, people have condemned it. People have largely, like 99.99999% of the population is not involved in any case. We are all, as with any population, Kashmiris largely are a peaceful population. But today, as I said, has also been a sort of a reckoning which I've never seen. As I'm constantly telling you, I see so many messages coming in my WhatsApp right now that there are so many candle marches happening, one doesn't even know where to go, which one to attend. So this
I think we should cover as many as we can, and I hope to talk to you more about this in the days and weeks ahead. But beyond candlelight marches, because I've covered candlelight marches after 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, I've covered candlelight marches after Akshardham and after terror attacks in Delhi and in Mumbai and in many other parts of the country. I want to cover more decisive action against Pakistan's state-sponsored radical Islamist terror, and wherever else, you know, terror has a sanctuary, because if unpunished, it will only hit us harder. But that last thought, who are these evil men and what were they doing? Don't hear it from me, hear it from one of the eyewitnesses, what she underwent, how Hindus were singled out and killed in Pahalgam today. Listen in. I leave you with these images, and I leave you with that voice. Don't let it haunt you like it will haunt a lot of us if we are unable to ensure that India is kept safer from Pakistan's state-sponsored radical Islamist terror in our lifetimes.